Hello and welcome to The Print. Today we're joined by a very special guest, Mr. Mohandas Pai. You may know Mr. Mohandas Pai. He's a very eminent Bangalorean. He's the chairman of Aaron Capital, which is a venture capital in Bangalore, the startup capital of India. He's also a very vocal Bangalorean. He's always held governments to account. So today we'll have a chat with him on various issues around Bangalore infrastructure, delimitation, devolution, and a lot of things that concerns Bangaloreans and common citizens that he normally raises, these points on Twitter as well. Sir, thank you so much for talking to us, sir. So we'll start, initially with, Bangalore has had a global investors meet. What did you think of the global investors meet? They claimed that about 10.27 lakh crore money investments came into Karnataka. What do you first make out of these numbers, sir?
Well, I think the government tried very hard. The minister traveled all over the world and tried to get people to come. But I think the response was very lukewarm. If you look at other states like UP, like Madhya Pradesh, even Assam, I think Madhya Pradesh got 25 lakh crores. I think Gujarat got something. So I wouldn't go by the total commitment. I would go by the kind of jobs that have been created. Even the job front, I think they need to do more. It was interesting, it is okay, but it was not a roaring success that the government wanted. I think the government really have to improve the brand equity of Karnataka. Okay. Karnataka's brand equity has been severely damaged by what is happening to Bangalore. All over the world and in India, wherever I travel, people ask me what is happening to Bangalore. Why is government ignoring Bangalore? Why is such a high level of corruption in Bangalore? And the government's indifference to Bangalore, especially this government and the Chief Minister's indifference the last 2 years, is costing Karnataka very heavily. While the Deputy Chief Minister announced big projects, that will take 10 years. How are we going to survive till then? We are in a dire state, and don't tell me you can't do ordinary things like keeping the road clean and removing potholes, improving traffic. These are normal things. They don't require any extraordinary amount of money. It is mismanagement of Bangalore and the lack of care of Bangalore that is hurting Karnataka. And I think this global investor meet is a signal to the government that they have to work hard to improve the brand equity of Karnataka, for which Bangalore is the key.
So, we've seen time and again that, investors, their first preference is Bangalore.
Yes.
There's a lot of other spaces across Karnataka,
yes,
but Bangalore is the only one that they speak about and want to invest in. But despite these infrastructure challenges that they have, what are the major concerns that industries actually raise, and why do they still keep coming back to Bangalore, sir?
No, the technology industry comes to Bangalore because Bangalore is the largest collection of human capital for any city in the world. Bangalore has 25 lakh people in software, 65,000 IT companies, maybe 20,000 startups. And Bangalore is the startup capital, science capital, electronics capital, software capital, all the stuff. The key is California has only 15 lakh people in software. You can imagine. So anybody coming to Bangalore can hire people, set up office, and it works. It's the service industry. So I think that's why people come to Bangalore in the service industry. What we want in Bangalore is high-tech manufacturing also to go with services. For example, chip manufacturing. For example, chip packaging. For example, electronic component, which is happening in a way. But we need to do more so the ecosystem for high-tech industry and high-tech software grows together. Okay. So people are coming for the human capital. But the pain point of people living in Bangalore is increasing. If you spend 3 to 4 hours traveling in traffic every single day, your productivity is there. So in most of the IT software companies, employees are complaining about the commute and about what is happening to Bangalore. And please remember, Bangaloreans are very sensitive to all this. Unlike other cities, they don't keep quiet. They talk about it. And they also want to do much more. Our metro is behind by 3 years. Who is accountable? The metro has been mismanaged thoroughly by government. And they didn't order those enough trains. We got the track, the train is not ready. And if you go see the work that's happening, is very, very slow. Who is going to pay for it? Happily, the government is appointed its own officers. They will spoil the whole thing and delay it. Nobody is accountable. And then they raise the face to say cost has gone up. Why has cost gone up? Because you're not completed the project in time. Why have you not completed the project? Because you mismanage it. Now, who has to bear the burden? Commuters have to bear the burden. And see how insensitively they raise the fare. It's okay to raise the fare. They not raise the fare for 7 years, okay. You can't raise the fare 100%, 120% in one shot. That is not done. I told them, and I told the minister and told everybody, look at the fare. Don't increase it more than 35-40% for any journey. Make an impact analysis and do it so that we want more people travel in metro. Now 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh people have stopped traveling in metro, and now I read that pollution has gone up in Bangalore because people are not traveling in metro because it's easy to go on a two-wheeler. Everybody has a two-wheeler in Bangalore. So I think they don't understand. They have to be sensitive to the care of Bangalore is the biggest economic engine for Karnataka. 60% of taxes of the state come here. 50-55% GDP is from here. And the largest job creator. And if you don't invest in Bangalore and do the small things that are required, I mean, what do you expect? That people that come running from all over the world? They will come. But we want more. We want more job for the young people. Because we want job. The biggest priority for Karnataka is high quality job for his young people. The biggest priority for any society, any country in the world is high quality jobs. And what is Vidhan Saudhan, the Chief Minister, doing about this? Nothing. There is no talk about jobs. They are more interested in giving 5 kg free rice to 80% of people, saying that, oh, this is what people want. People don't want 5 kg free rice. Much of this rice is being sold in the market. You can go to the market and find out from everybody what happens to this. Because nobody is sure the quality of the rice. Now, because they could not procure the rice, they're giving money. About 1 lakh crore of subsidies is being paid out in Karnataka. 56,000 crores of freebies. In one budget, there's no money for development. Capital expenditures remain the same for 3 years. As per the budget, the revenue deficit is around 20-25,000 crores. Correct. And Chief Minister Siddaramaiah was the person who gave a revenue surplus as finance minister earlier. He's a very good finance minister. He was very conservative. He brought the fiscal balance correctly, reduced our debt. And now suddenly, because, he's the last hurrah for him, he says the last trip, he just opened up to come to power. Okay. See, nobody will be against giving subsidies to poor. As a society, we have to take care of poor people. You cannot say 80% of people are poor, 60% of people are poor in the richest state in India. Maybe 10, 15, 20% are poor. And he also admits that so many people have ration cards who shouldn't be having. The whole system is totally, thoroughly spoiled and totally corrupt.
So now the plans, we will come back to the devolution part of it, sir, but now the plans that, the Deputy Chief Minister in Bangalore in charge Minister, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar has, saying that he has some of these projects, which is the tunnel project and, needs nearly 1 lakh to 3 lakh crores of investments, sky deck, double-decker flyovers. Now, are all of this, do you actually see any of them happening anytime soon?
I think there are 3 or 4 large projects. The first project is the peripheral road, for which they appointed Atik, Mr. Atik, who is the Additional Chief Secretary. Correct. It's a very good officer. I'm sure it'll work. He's gone and tied up debt, though the very high cost. He must reduce it. Hopefully that will take place. That will connect the airport road, new airport road, to Tumkur Road, and that will ease some part of the traffic. I think that's a good project which has to be done fast. And I'm happy it's happening under the Deputy Chief Minister, and he's pushing them. The tunnel project is an interesting project. I had a discussion with him on last Saturday. And he told me an interesting thing which I don't think Bangaloreans know. Okay. He said, look, there are traffic gridlocks at multiple points in Bangalore. So we need to have elevated roads, or we need to expand the road network. We can have metro, we can have public transport, but we still have to do it. And the cost of acquisition of land is very high. We can't afford it. The only way is a tunnel. And we have to do it. For example, in Boston, they built a tunnel in Boston for many years. Now the traffic has very much improved and the city's environment has improved because it's gone subterranean. So I think the tunnel project done in a particular manner, in a good manner, at particular points to ease traffic may be a good one. I don't know. This has to be studied by some road experts like R.K. Mishra and others, and not by some professors who are very ideological. Okay. Some of these professors are very ideological, and they don't want to open their eyes and see what is best. Because in some areas you may need it, and I think we do need it. Maybe it has to be done. For example, the tunnel project in Nariman Point did wonders for Nariman Point, right? It allowed two-way traffic. Bangalore also needs it at particular points. Whether we need it all the way from the Hebal thing to come to the city, I don't know. But I think certainly we have to look at tunnels as projects, but do it in certain places where there's a gridlock, and do it in a manner which can be done very fast. Because if you start a tunnel project like they're doing the metro and it takes 8 to 10 years, we're all dead.
Exactly what I was going to get at, sir.
Then elevated roads. I think elevated roads are required in multiple areas because R.K. Mishra had proposed elevated roads on the peripheral of the city to take traffic, because he said that you don't want traffic to go from point A of the city to point B. For example, from Jayanagar to the airport, if you want to go, why go through the city? They can go on the outskirts on elevated road, straight thing. It can be built in a particular, not all across the center of the city, on the peripheral, improve traffic. So wherever the metro is being built, and we already have pillars there, if we have a road, that's very good, and I think that's very interesting, and that could work. But it has to be done in a better manner than what is today. You go on that Banagata road and see what the metro is, then what a mess. You go on the Hosur road near the military school and Elgin Mills, and you go and see, they just block the road, they don't care, the road is broken, traffic is there, who cares? The metro doesn't seem to care. I've spoken to the CEO of the metro. Why don't you, for God's sake, focus on that, complete it, open the traffic? Because, the pain of that is for 5-6 years we are suffering. How long can we continue to suffer? So they must run the metro much better. See the Delhi metro, which has been constructed, 430 kilometers. The pain levels are so slow because very well structured, very well done, traffic is managed very well and is done fast.
So the same question, sir. Now you agree that, okay, they are good solutions, but, for a BBMP, the Bangalore City Corporation, that hasn't been able to do even the basics, like you said, like keep clean roads, pothole-free roads. Now, do you think they can be entrusted with projects of this magnitude?
No, they cannot be entrusted with project because you probably need something in the Maharashtra Road Development Corporation, which MSRDC or something, which did this tunnel. We did the Bombay-Pune road. We need some specialized agency like that, which can possibly help and do that. And it has to be run by professionals.
Okay.
It can't be run by IAS officers alone.
Okay.
Or you got to find the right IAS officer and make them stay there for the period of 4 to 5 years, not transfer them like you did in the metro. Now we got a very good IAS officer in the metro. He's doing a good job. But earlier, last 2-3 IAS officers, I don't think they made an impact. And we suffer because they put their own officers and we suffer. See, the government should be concerned about looking after citizens, not about themselves. I met the Deputy Chief Minister and told him, why don't you have 15,000 electric vehicles for Bangalore? BMTC, a sick organization, 6,000 buses. Maybe 10-20% of buses don't work, are very old. Drivers' absenteeism, high pay, no control. And they're making huge losses. I told him, why Bangalore is the startup capital of India. Why didn't you call all the startups and say, why don't you people run electric vehicles in Bangalore as public transport? And you tell me what you're going to charge. So I will give citizens options. Like Dr. Manmohan Singh said when he came to inaugurate the elevated road to Electronic City, he said India has different classes of people. One class has to go fast. We must allow them to go fast and travel fast. Others, it is okay. But don't restrict the people who want to travel fast. Why don't you call the startups and tell them, okay, each one of you run 100, 200 electric vehicle buses. You buy it, you run it, at what tariff, and you manage it. It's okay because the objective is to give us public transport, not to run BMTC. BMTC is not important to Bangalore. Public transport is important to Bangalore. And we must have operators who do it very well, not BMTC, the sick organization. What have they done for the last many years? Now, government has got this free transport scheme. I don't know whether they're getting money. The KSRTC chairman said he's not getting money, he's become sick. Like, let them do what they want. For the rest, let the private sector run these buses, buy and run these buses, so people can go in those buses. Why are you preventing people going when they can pay?
So, but doesn't that then go to another problem that Bangalore has, that, policy hasn't kept up with a lot of these changes? Now, you can't have private like Uber Uber Shuttle has been trying.
You allow it for Uber. See, government must understand one important thing. They're not here to protect the public sector. They're here to protect and invest in citizens. That is their job. It's like Government of India, Ministry of Civil Aviation, to the Ministry for Air India. Then we lost 1,30,000 crores. We paid for it from our money. The Ministry for Telecommunication, before they opened up, Ministry for BSNL. BSNL has lost 1,50,000 crores. Government is pumping in money for what? It's our money. It's not government doesn't have money of its own. They tax us. Hard-earned money of citizens going down the tube because of mismanagement, lack of management. Now Airtel and Jio are giving us very good telecom things, right? This country belongs to us. It doesn't belong to public sector. Don't run business where you can't run the business. BMTC, why should you run it? Yes, you have to protect consumer interest. That is true. You have to protect people who are poor, people who think fares should not go up. You have a service where you subsidize and you run it. Fine. For the others who don't go in cars and two-wheelers, who are not going to use the public transport because they don't want to go there, give an alternative. Let others run buses, electric buses, it reduce pollution. We need 15,000 buses.
Okay. So similar, I was Uber shuttle, of course, is just one of the examples that they're not allowed to operate contract carriages because it's a BMTC.
Yes, amend the law and do it because public interest is more important than BMTC
no
interest.
Bike taxis.
Allow bike taxis.
No,
bike taxis
no
create
ride
jobs.
sharing, no
ride
carpooling.
sharing create jobs and do it because you see today they all say that we are governed by the rule of law. Do autos run on rule of law? Show me autos who go by the fare. They don't go by the fare. They extort money. Everywhere. I've seen policemen stand there and yell at them. They don't care. They put the RTO there. They don't care. You come to the metro near the Vidhan Saudha and see how people suffer. We've been suffering for 10 years. They can't even make the auto rickshaw drivers go by the fare. And if you talk to the auto rickshaw driver, what do they say? Our fare has not increased. Increase the fare. Make it double. It doesn't matter. But follow the law. You are given a monopoly to them. Double the fare. It's okay. But tell them you have to go by the meter. We will not allow anybody not to go by the meter. Go by the meter. And if people don't want it, they don't want it. It is fine. It is fine. But don't go by the meter. See, we must ensure rule of law. It cannot be a rule of extortion by certain vested interest. Correct? It can't be extortion. That's what is happening in this state. So nobody bothers about the rule of law. Illegal concession going on. Where autos are doing what they want. Illegally people are running. This is the way to build society. Government has to enforce the rule of law. And auto rickshaw doesn't have to subsidize people. They're running with their own money. They're earning a livelihood. Don't subsidize people, right? Let them charge correctly. Why are you suppressing their fare? Because consumer interest, consumers are paying 3 times already. Why don't you recognize that? And see, if you want people to use public transport, you must create surplus public transport. The metro runs once in 10 minutes. A metro should run every 2 minutes. Create surpluses. They're so foolish. They didn't order enough trains. The track is over, money is over, demand is very high. They're not ordering enough trains. How can you even think of not ordering enough trains?
All of these infrastructure challenges that you mentioned, public transport, policy not keeping up, we are now looking at expanding Bangalore with the greater Bengaluru authority, all of this, expanded way past Biddi, new airport. Do you think that Bangalore can manage it, or at least the solutions will come on time and not 10, 15 years after, like you said?
See, right now you must solve the governance problem in Bangalore. BBMP is broken, corrupt. I don't think one commissioner or a set of 6 IAS officers can run a city of 1.4 crore people, 20% of Karnataka. They can't manage it. So we need 4 or 5 corporations. We could have one corporation, the full-time city mayor for 5 years, but then Vidhan Saudha will be very afraid that person will become more powerful than the chief minister, and no chief minister will allow that. It's a political issue. So have 5 corporations. London has 22 or 24 boroughs. It's okay. Then have one authority at the top for planning inter-corporation, that's okay. But that has to be elected, not this nominated, run by the chief minister. The chief minister cannot be mayor of Bangalore and act like the mayor of Bangalore. It's not done. He has to run the state. We need a mayor of Bangalore. Give good governance to Bangalore, and BBMP has to hire people on his cadre. BBMP is getting people on deputation. They're not hired for the last many years. They don't have enough engineers, enough staff. They come from PWD. So people come here on deputation, stay there, make the money and go back. The system has become thoroughly corrupted. There are many areas where they only make the bills and pass the bill and take the money. They don't have work on the road. And as audit happened, by CNG audit happened, and people tell me audit has not happened for the last 10 years. How can you not have audit for a corporation? For 10 years, it's public money. What is government doing in Vidhan Saudha with no audit? Totally mismanaged because most politicians, a large number of politicians are in the real estate business. They make money. They don't want it. They want to control everything. Now, we've not had elections for the corporation for 4 years. Yes. Why? Because the MLAs don't want election. Earlier, the loot was shared by the ward councillor and MLA. Now, MLA is the boss. I had a case where one company was constructing something. The MLA asked for a big bribe. They refused. Then he got all the gundas and shut it down. In the BJP government. I spoke to many people in the BJP government. They spoke to the police commissioner. Police commissioner spoke to him. He is not listening. And he was from the other party who was coming. He's not listening. He's not listening. It is two occasions, and one other person in the entire on that airport road that MLA is asking for a high bribe. Okay. It's so common. I'm telling you, it is shocking. In fact, I was on TV to say, if there are agencies like BBMP and BDA, let them put a tariff card in front of their office. This is the money that you have to pay for building license, whatever license, paid. Paid by check. It's a bribe. Paid by check. Collect the money, distribute it. Let the politician take the share, make it legal. Why harass people? Why create black money? I'm told that to file a building plan, the system for BBMP doesn't work. And my friends have told me who've done it because they choked the software. The software is supposed to be run by somebody from a city outside Karnataka, which is stupid. Karnataka, Bengaluru is the home of software. They're given to some because they can control him. So you upload it, doesn't go. Then what do? They call you and Saturday you go somewhere, pay money and he uploads it. Can you believe it? BDA, if you want the plan, I'm told, you have to check it up. Okay, this my friends who are in the business tell me that there's somebody opposite the BDA office, you have to go pay 50,000, 1 lakh, and the plan, you'll upload the plan and load it in the system, otherwise it will not get loaded. I mean, they choked the system, they found innovative ways to do all this. How can it be allowed? If you want to take a bribe by a tariff card.
Okay.
Now do that. See, I'm serious. How long are we going to suffer? Take it by a tariff card, make it transparent, so people who pay you can claim a tax deduction. Do it. What is that? I mean, look, we have to get work done. We have to grow. We have to do it legitimately. We have to follow the law. By doing this, you're creating a society which is very corrupt, which is very wrong, and nobody prospers.
So you also, we share your exchanges heated sometimes with, some government ministers, Mr. Priyank Kharge and others, about Bangalore infrastructure and many other issues. Do you think that Bangalore, because of its infrastructure problems, its crumbling infrastructure, has lost out business to other places like Hyderabad?
It has. You go to Hyderabad and see the financial center. It's beautiful. See the infrastructure in Hyderabad, in Cyberabad, and that's very good. And we had KTR who used to go abroad every 3 months and get a lot of business to come. Our ministers never went. They never went and got business. Sitting here happily thinking, sab kuch idhar, everybody, ellaru bartare. Everybody will come here. We are the greatest in the world. We are not the greatest. You have to go market. People still come. Yes, we get good things because for many reasons. So he went and built everything. He's done very well. And he ran it. Now I don't know who is the IT minister, what is happening. But KTR did a fabulous job. And you must go see those places. Anybody who goes and sees the places raves about it. It's a beautiful infrastructure, ready built space, and they got free FIR. That means they only say setback, and balance you can build what you want. And they got a very good system of getting approvals. Of course, they're also very corrupt. There's no doubt about it. But they do it in a very sophisticated, open manner.
Okay.
So I think it's important for Bangalore to get his act together. It's important for governance to improve. Bangalore is the jewel in the crown of Karnataka and India. How can you be so foolish not to invest in your jewel to get more revenues for the state? And you say Bangalore cannot expand. People come here because there are jobs. Yesterday, I was the deputy chief minister. He's telling me, I was also outside Bangalore. I came here because of education. Many people all over Karnataka come here because of education. They want good educated children. Can you stop people coming? You cannot. So you have to improve governance. But at the same time, you must develop other cities. Government has got something called Beyond Bangalore.
Beyond Bangalore, yes.
They want to develop Mangalore, Mysore, Hubli, Dharwad, and Belgaum and Gulbarga as beyond. The Beyond Bangalore sector, how much money are they putting there? IT is a major tax contributor because we're all consumers. IT provides 30 lakh employment, 25 lakh directly. How much have you invested in IT in the budget? Nothing. They say that we're giving him, what incentive are you giving? Some power, no tax on the power. They're giving it to all industries. What is the big deal? The largest job generator, highest quality job generator in Karnataka, what do? Nothing. You don't, what, do you give them any benefits? Nothing. What have you done? You list it out and see, go by data. Now the Minister for IT too should be saying, I want more money in the budget for the cities. What have they invested there? Infosys has been there in Mangalore for 1994. We built a campus there. We want a road from Ullal to that place which goes inside to Mudipu. The road was not built. We had to go to so many ministers. Even now the road is congested. Build a road. There are 4,000 people working there. And if you go to Mangalore today, there's no ready-made office space available. Hubli, you go there. Somebody says, I want to set up 1,000 people. I want an office block. No office block. Okay. These people talk. They don't invest. How much money have they put? You check up in the budget how much money. Recently, we gave a proposal to government to say, create incubator, invest in them. You create jobs. You have to have a policy by which you create jobs and sustenance for people outside Bangalore. And if you don't do that, they'll come here and you can't blame them. I sat in a panel where there was some very high socializing, we got too many cars in Bangalore. The government must stop registering cars in Bangalore. They got 2-3 cars. So don't give others. The whole theory of some people is, ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನನಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗಾಡಿ ಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕು, everything I need. Don't stop others. You can't work like that, right? I mean, all of us have equal rights.
So, sir, if you were to, like, say, step into DK Shivkumar's shoes, what are the things you would prioritize?
If I was in DK Shivkumar's shoes, I will appoint somebody as advisor. I will make a list of all the areas which are in pain because of traffic. I will make sure I have a meeting every week and call everybody and tell them, get their act together. I'll fix the ORR in 3 months. The ORR has got 10 lakh people working. It's the main artery of Bangalore today, outer ring road. I'll fix that. I'll start a massive cleaning up scheme for Bangalore. Make sure all across Bangalore, debris on the footpath, all the muck on the footpath is all clean to the solid waste organization. I'll tell all the BBMP officials in every ward, go to the field and do it. I'll tell the people of Bangalore to send me photographs of all this mess. And if I find any mess after 2 weeks, I'll hold the officer accountable. I'll suspend him straight away. And I'll hold a review meeting every week. I'll call the metro and have a meeting with them every week to ask about progress. And then tell them, fix the contractor to give the progress. And I will make a list of all the projects not completed. Call the contractors, ask them what is happening. Every week I'll sit down and I'll review. Prime Minister Modi sits on projects and reviews them every 2 months. And I will do it every week in Bangalore. And I'll have a set of people doing it. And they will come and report to me. Then I'll go meet industry people in various areas, ask them what they want, and I'll do it. Pina has to be fixed. Pina is one of the biggest industrial areas. Go look at the infrastructure there. I will make a list of all the things. In 3 months, I'll make a difference. It's not difficult to do. I met DK Shivkumar and told him that, look, you have to be a hero to us in Bangalore. You can't keep quiet. You are a minister for Bangalore. You cannot say even God cannot do it. I said, I'll pray to God to give you the wisdom to do it. You're a strong man. He's a very strong minister. He's a strong minister. He's been a Bangalorean for long. He knows everything. And he is very good in the real estate business too. He tells us himself. He knows real estate. He knows the value of real estate. And he can do it. If he cannot do it, what to do? The chief minister has taken his eye off the ball. I think he doesn't care about Bangalore. I come to the conclusion, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah doesn't care about Bangalore for whatever reason. He doesn't want to do anything with Bangalore. He ignores it. We can go meet him and talk to him, he'll smile and say, North Inni means I'll see, Paklam, like Kamraj. Nothing happens. And he'll announce the budget 8,000 crore, 9,000 crore, no implementation. But DK Shivkumar should implement it. He is the minister for Bangalore. He is our minister. He has to do it. He can do it. He's a strong man. He knows what to do. He has to spend time and do it, not focus on other things. At least spend 2 hours a day on Bangalore. You can do it. It's not rocket science.
Do you think that the previous government, because Basuraj Bommai also said he will prioritize Bangalore?
I know Basuraj Bommai was a good man, he was a very good smart person, good engineer, but he didn't do it. We went and told him, look, what do we want? We want Bangalore to be clean. Is it too much to ask? It's a normal thing. We want potholes to be fixed. Is it too much to ask? It is normal. We want footpaths to be made clean so people can walk. Is it too much? We want public transport to be increased. Buy the damn buses. If you don't, Karnataka tax is 45 billion. $1 billion is required for some 8,000, 9,000 electric vehicles. Buy it. Take a loan and buy it. If you can't take the money, allow others to do it. Why are you preventing it? Just because you want to protect that failed organization, you're preventing everybody. Your duty is to citizens. For God's sake, buy the vehicle and flood the market with public transport. You'll see people not going. Two-wheelers are not safe. Some 400, 500 people die in Bangalore in accidents largely because of two-wheelers. It's not safe. You can't, traffic is too high. Remove the traffic. You don't require big buses. You can run small buses too. Run buses, flood the market. In the outer ring road, somebody had a brilliant idea. We'll have bus lanes. So in a 3-lane road, they said 1 lane bus will block it. Traffic went for a 6. But if you want a bus lane, you must run buses every minute. Then it will go. Then the buses will move faster. More people take the buses because it's better. You run bus once in 5 minutes, buses don't come. What is the point? I mean, there's no thinking.
So about, you just mentioned that Bangalore contributes billions of dollars in various, services and revenues that it produces. But the Karnataka government, they argue that, a lot of this goes up to the center, but it doesn't trickle back and the devolution has come down. Share of Karnataka has come down.
Look. I think that Siddaramaiah has given the thing. Let me give you data. Karnataka pays 230,000 crore as income tax, corporate tax. It is more than Gujarat and Tamil Nadu combined. It is true that the Finance Commission, 15th Finance Commission, has done great injustice to Karnataka. 14th, 15th Commission, it came down from 14.5% to 13.5% or something. It is true.
4.65 to 3.16.
3.16. Okay, it is true. Karnataka got the raw end of the stick because Karnataka is about to be a rich state, and NK Singh wanted to give more money to other states and North India and all that. He's a sweet talker, he did it. But then their Karnataka submission is wrong. I'll tell you why. Mangalore is a port. Custom duty is collected there, but it's not for Karnataka. It goes all over. Bombay is a port. Custom duty is collected there. It's not for that. Maharashtra collects 7,50,000 crores of income tax and corporate tax. Should Maharashtra say the tax should come to me? State Bank of India is headquartered there. State Bank of India pays 20,000 crores taxes. Is it all going to Maharashtra? Corporate tax, which is 50-55% of income tax collection, is based on where the company is registered. It is not earned within your state. Okay, so let's take it out. Income tax, 80% is earned within the state. Yes. Next is custom duty is based on the ports. It's not earned within the state. It's not consumption. GST, there are two parts. State GST, central GST. State GST is yours. Out of central GST, you get 42%. Yes, you collect more tax because advance tax and you do that. You should get more share. But the premise that I'm collecting so much, I must get this is wrong. Much of it is just a collection agent. It doesn't matter. Okay, it is wrong. So there's a case. I agree with them. In fact, I'm writing a paper now to say what should be the new devolution. We've done a lot of research. We come with a paper. The paper has been drafted. We hope to publish it. I've spoken to Arvind Panagre. I'll send it to him also. I've spoken to Mr. Atik and I'll send it to him also. And there's a case for Karnataka to get more. I think it's an important thing and it must be looked at. But that doesn't mean that they can take that as an excuse not to invest in Bangalore. They've just now released 56,000 crores a year in freebies. Why are you doing that? 56,000 crores in 1 year because that's the promise they made to come to power. Raga came here and said, I'll give 8,000, 9,000. I mean, what is his problem? It's not his money. It's very easy to give somebody's money. Now we are suffering. The state is suffering. And now if you don't rectify that, this government has finished 2 budgets. Now the 3rd budget will come next week. The 3rd budget, you don't rectify. What else is left for them? They got 2 more budgets. Whatever they do in the 4th budget will never be implemented in time for the elections. If you don't implement now, they will lose. They will not get anything done. And let me tell you another thing, very important thing, which they don't understand. I think we're going to have a census now. The census will determine delimitation. Correct. The most important thing of the census, apart from some states getting more seats, the urban-rural seats will shift. Today, urban seats are 21%. It will go to 40-45%. Bangalore's population is 20% of Karnataka. Karnataka is 6.7 crores. Bangalore is 1.3 or 1.4 crores. So Bangalore will get 20% of seats. 20% of seats. From 10%. In 228, we're getting 26 or 28. We'll go 20%. You think Bangaloreans are going to vote back this government to power when this government has ill-treated you? They will not, no. If these people are smart enough, the government is smart enough, they have to invest in urban areas. Because urban areas in the next election will have greater political power than rural areas. In India today, 9 lakh crore of subsidies is given to the so-called poor, largely rural. Why? Because that's the place where the political power is. They elect more seats. But in the next election, it will not happen. Urban areas will have more power because more people are in urban area. They are the tax gathering caste. You are ignoring them, not investing in them. But they're committing political harakiri by doing this lopsided thing. So that devolution cannot be an excuse for not investing in Bangalore. Tell me, can devolution or lack of devolution be an excuse for not keeping Bangalore clean? For not fixing footpaths? For not fixing potholes? I mean, come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Correct? Was devolution an excuse by Maharashtra for not doing the tunnel road into Nariman Point? These are all political, shifting blamed on others. First, you do your job. And then, if devolution is so important for Mr. Siddaramaiah, why doesn't Karnataka devolve more states to Bangalore? As Bangalore, we can demand, we are paying 60% of tax. How much money are you investing here? Invest 50%. Same story, no? You're going out central government and say, you're taking out taxes, not giving us. Our city should go to the Vidhan Sabha and say, you give us our share of taxes. How much are you giving to urban areas? Urban areas all over may be paying 60-70% of taxes. How much are you giving them? So, see, the same story holds. Yes, Karnataka should get more. On that, I'm sure. Okay? But the excuses they take and all the thing, I don't agree.
So keeping to that point, sir, now also we saw, MK Stalin raised this point of Hindi. They're having a meeting, in fact, today about, this injustice meted out to southern states on issues of language, on issues of devolution. Now, you're a person who's also been involved heavily in the education sector as well, sir. On this point that, should South Indians learn Hindi, this bilingual, trilingual arguments that are going on, and you're also an entrepreneur, you hire youngsters. Is this an important debate to have right now?
Look, it's an important debate to have. What do the national education policies say? National education policies say you should have your mother tongue, you should have the state language, and one other language, 3 languages. The third language doesn't have to be Hindi. Let's be clear. The NEP doesn't say one of the 3 languages have to be Hindi. Correct? You agree with me? Okay. That is the fact. So what is Stalin's argument? Who is imposing Hindi on Stalin? Stalin can say, here is the list to all people, here is the list of 3 languages. You choose 3 languages, we'll teach you. Let people decide. Why is he deciding for them? Let people decide, no? If 5% want Hindi, for example, mother tongue, or 100% of people mother tongue Tamil, no. There's a large Telugu population, large Kannadiga population, correct? Now, they want to learn in their own language, give them free. Why are you imposing your views on them? I am against Hindi imposition by anybody. Okay, let's be clear. I am against imposition of any language by anybody. And today, sadly, Government of India, some sections of government, especially Home Ministry tries to impose a language, saying it's the official language. They must stop that because it's creating discord. Okay, let's be clear. But 3 languages, good. You should have labor mobility for your people. If Tamilians do not know Hindi, tomorrow they want to go work in UP, Delhi, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and things, they should know the language. It's good for them to learn. Sridhar Bembu said, I am in Tenkasi or some rural area. I'm hiring all these people. I want them to learn Hindi because when they do marketing all India, they are not able to do it because people speak in Hindi. And what did one lawyer of the DMK do? Bashed him up. He said, you do what you want to employ, don't talk to us. Sridhar Bembu is the greatest entrepreneur of Tamil Nadu in the SaaS industry. He's built a great multi-billion-dollar company. Why are you abusing that man? And he is going to rural areas to hire rural youth to train them in sophisticated technology. You should be very grateful somebody is doing that. Who has gone to rural areas to hire rural youth in sophisticated technology in any state in India? Nobody. He has done it. And you're abusing him for what? This hatred. The DMK whole policy is based on hatred, creating divide. I agree there should be no Hindi imposition. Okay? 3 languages you should teach. Let people choose. Let people of the state choose. Give them the choice. Why are you deciding? You don't decide. Because if they don't want it, don't do it.
So even in Karnataka, we've seen...
We got 3 languages. Look, my mother tongue is Konkani. I never got a chance to get education in Konkani. My mother tongue is Konkani. I am a linguistic minority. I am oppressed, suppressed and depressed in my state. I don't get any special facilities. Whereas Muslims who are supposed to be religious minorities get everything. The Christians get. I don't get it because I'm a Hindu. If there's a Muslim... If there's a Christian Konkani, he gets the benefit. What is the difference between Christian Konkani and me? Why discriminate against me? Because linguistic minorities are supposed to be protected. I'm not protected. Now, a Muslim is a Nawayat speaks Konkani. He will get it. I will not get it. Why discriminate against me? Why doesn't Siddaramaiah answer this question? Correct? It's all appeasement politics which they do for just to get vote blocks and all this kind of stuff. They must stop this. Give people the choice. I learned 3 languages. 4 languages. I speak Konkani, I speak Kannada, I can give speeches in Kannada. You may not understand, but I'll speak Hindi and English, and then I can speak a little bit of Tamil. We all grew up in Bangalore with 3 languages. It's okay. But give them the choice. If you as a political leader opposed to something, give people of the state a choice. If people say, I don't want this, it's democratic.
Okay. So, Siddaramaiah also, in this identity politics, there's also reservation. At one point they introduced legislations for reservations for Kannadigas and others. Do you think that's, how is that helping Bangalore? Is that helping?
It's not helping Bangalore. It's not helping Karnataka. Why are you not investing in training people in technology and other areas so they naturally get jobs? Industry does not discriminate on the basis of caste or language, anything in hiring. I've not seen any evidence, and I've been in the industry 40 years. I've not seen any evidence. And I've hired a lot of people. I've spoken to a lot of people. Okay? So they're all, to say that the evidence and all is though. Why don't you train people? I'll tell you a wonderful thing. There was Meera Kumar in Ministry of Social Welfare in the UPA who were suddenly saying, oh, we must have reservation in private sector, etc. So everybody was saying, what the hell is happening? So we started an experiment. We went to state government in Karnataka and told them, we want to start an experiment and train 100 engineers belonging to SC, ST, BC who have not got jobs after engineering. They said, okay, we'll invest. We tied up with IIIT. We jointly went and got some 100 engineers, trained them in IIIT for 6 months, spent 1.5 crores. 1.5 crores. And then what happened? We trained them. After 6 months, some 10 or 15 of them got 3 jobs. 10 got 2 jobs. All were hired by the best companies in the world. We did one more batch. Same thing happened. Okay? These are people who have finished engineering, not got jobs. Please remember. Okay? And then the third thing, we told at IIIT, go to Delhi and tell them experiment, get money. They went to IIIT, spoke to social welfare thing. They said, we'll give you money, give us 20% bribe. Come on. Why can't Siddaramaya's government do this? Get people who are not able to get a job and train them for 6-8 months. Then tell people, come and hire them. They will hire them if they meet the bill. Instead of doing that, we'll go on reservation. We want this, we want this. Today, there are some 6 lakh people working as security guards in Bangalore. Large number of them come from the eastern part of India and northeast. Do we get enough Kannadigas? I had gone to government 15 years back and say, why didn't you train people in the police training academy in North Karnataka, get young people, train them in the police academy for 60 days, create a roster, and then call the security industries to say, if you want to hire them because they get 25,000 rupees. Do that. They didn't do it. They should do that, no? You say you don't have jobs, train for any jobs. It's not necessarily you're going to get a clerical job anywhere. And today we got the largest human capital companies in Bangalore, Quest and Teamlist. You talk to them and tell me what are the demand for people. And we will train people. And you come and hire, spend money on, they got a skill development corporation. What are they doing with that money? Where is the focus? There is no focus. And then we also been talking to them when Deshpande was there, that why didn't you have a policy for labor intensive industry? They made a policy, didn't put money on that. Okay. We had an electric vehicle policy, they didn't put money and we lost the electrical vehicle industry. As Ether was here, gone Tamil Nadu. Ola was here, gone to Tamil Nadu. They're all going because they get them. We had an EV policy first time in India. We told them, give some incentive, get them here. They've made the policy, nothing happened. They didn't give money, nobody bothered. Okay. We had a labor-intensive industry for 10 years. You must say, in the north of Karnataka, anybody coming there, I'll give you 2,000 rupees a month if you hire a person in the north for 24 months for training. Give it. Incentivize them. They will come. Once you get 3 lakh, 4 lakh jobs, it will come. There is 5 lakh people in garments in Bangalore. Why should it be there? Why can't it be in Hubli Dharwad, where labor is available? They will not go there because you are going to incentivize them. We got good infrastructure. So policy is good. Implementation is pathetic. And this languages. So I've spoken about languages. And now let's come to delimitation. You want to talk about that?
Yes, sir.
See, delimitation is a constitutional mandate. Every 10 years, you are supposed to have delimitation because everybody has equal rights. So the constituency cannot be too big or too small. So some people, lesser number of people can appoint their MP. Okay. It's a universal accepted practice. During the emergency, Indira Gandhi amended the constitution to say, our population is going up, it's becoming a burden. So we are going to limit the number of seats based on the 1971 census for 30 years. So 71, 81, 91, 2001. And then what happened, I think in Vajpayee's government, said we will do it in 2021, 10 more years. So we have to have a delimitation. Today, some constituencies have 25 lakh voters, some have 15 lakh voters. We have to have delimitation. So we have to have a census. And the census will show population has gone up to 1.4 crores. And the urban areas population of 21% was fixed in 71, that has to go. So we need delimitation. Now it is true that all the southern state fertility has come down to 1.7. Population is not growing. Bihar has grown, UP has grown, North India has grown. But today, all India, fertility is 2.0 below replacement. As a country, we have done well. We achieved it. And the biggest achievement have been because we educated the girl child. If we educate a woman, she has lesser children. That's across all communities. Some communities do it ahead, some communities do it later. SC Muslim community have the same fertility at 2.4. It's come down from 2.9. It will come down to 2.0 as women get educated. So this is not based on Ford, Dumki, nothing. It's not based on Nasbandi, Gisbandi that they did in the emergency. That didn't work. Okay. So we're going to have delimitation. Now the problem with delimitation of 40 years is south share of all India population will come down, north has gone up. So when you have delimitation, north may get more seats, so they will get more seats, which is okay because that is democracy. So what should government do? Government should make sure, one, no state that gets lesser seats than before in parliament. If Kerala has got 20 seats, it should not become lesser because Kerala's population as a part of the total thing has come down. So that is one, it takes care of it. Second thing, what they must do it, no state should get higher percentage of seats than the rise in the all India population between 71 to 2020, 2024, 2025. What does it mean? It means that India's population grown by 40%, UP's population grown by 50%, UP's number of seats will be limited to 40.
40, okay.
Because it is the average of all the country. That means you're not rewarding people because they have grown much, much faster. You're capping it, but you're going to get more seats. And if you do that, it's okay. And to remove any fear, the Rajya Sabha seat should be kept as it is. Because today the Rajya Sabha seats, states have got certain seats. Keep it as it, don't increase that. Because they're the check and balance. In America, what is there? There are, I think, 100 Senate seats. Each state has got 2 senators. It's remained the same. House of Representatives keeps going up. So Senate has to approve, House of Representatives has to approve. There's a check and balance. So there has to be a check and balance. In the Rajya Sabha, keep the number of seats as it is, don't increase it. So that people whose population, the higher percent in India, don't get more Rajya Sabha seats. And now we got this thing. And please remember, we got a parliament which can seat 880 or 850 people. And parliament has passed a law to give 33% reservation to women. Now you can't give reservation to women out of the existing 543 seats. Politically is not okay. So you have to expand the seats. So a larger number of the seats from 540 to 840 and 850 will go to women, which is very good.
So, but the fear that has been expressed is that, okay, say Karnataka or Kerala or Tamil Nadu seats may not go down or may go up slightly.
May go up.
But then combined, let's say the government, let's say the current dispensation will not require even any inputs, any support. They don't even need the South to rule to rule the country.
Look, today we got DMK. Tomorrow the BJP comes there, what will happen? It's the will of the people. Now, why are you creating fear?
Okay.
Today you are rule. Are you going to rule the state forever? To say I am the true representative of South? The representatives South are the people who people vote for power. In Karnataka, it could be BJP, it could be Congress. Now, Congress for political reasons, because they are not they don't have power in India, will keep making a noise. The BJP comes here, will not make a noise. They will not say we have been discriminated. Now, the DMK is trying to whip up support. Why? Because they say we are Tamils, we are separate. Come on, we are a part of this country. There are Tamilians all over. 20% Tamils in India are not in Tamil Nadu. They're doing well. We got a lot of Tamilians in Bangalore. They're doing well. Everybody is open. You can't say that Tamil Nadu is for Tamils. Nobody can say that, correct? You have to have labor mobility. This is one country. You have to accept one country. You can't keep fighting. I'm not this country, I'm not that country, just to whip up. Tomorrow you may not be in power. So what is this identity you're talking about? First identity is Indians. Second identity is South India. Third identity is Kannadiga or Tamilian. You understand? So all of them are important. So, this kind of talk is political in nature. We have to have some checks and balances. That I agree. Because we've not done it for 40 years. Suppose you've done it every 10 years. You may be in the same situation. So we would have made a noise. No. Correct?
So I'll end then with the politics of it. Now, there's a perception that you are right-leaning, you're very pro Prime Minister Modi. You also, there are the Congress ministers and the Congress ecosystem that accuses you of that. So what is your politics? What is Mr. Mohandas Pai's politics?
Look, I am socially liberal, economically conservative. Socially liberal, economically conservative. I believe in individual choice and individual freedom. Okay? There is no political party which meets my politics.
Okay.
Socially liberal, economically conservative. Congress claims to be socially liberal, even though they do Muslim appeasement, but they're economically profligate. They want to blow up all your money, give it away because they want to come to power the last time. BJP is socially conservative, economically conservative, which is good.
Okay.
I mean, which is reasonable, but socially sometimes you worry because we don't want government or anybody in North India telling me what to do and all that. I believe in the ban on cow slaughter. It's public policy for me.
Okay.
Why do I believe? Because for the Hindu community, we give cow milk to our children. It is emotion. When growing up, you get cow milk. Cow is treated as a second mother, animal mother. Okay? It's sentimental. Now, you may not like it, I don't care. No, there's no ban on beef in India. Buffalo meat is eaten, is beef. And the male progeny of a cow is eaten. The bulls are eaten, bullocks are eaten, they're eaten. The slaughter happens. Only cows are not to be done. And that's okay, it's public policy. Like you can say, deer should not be killed. It's public policy. And in a society, you ought to listen to everybody. Okay? So on that, I have no qualms. Now, in the last 30-35 years, I worked with all governments in India and in Karnataka. Congress, BJP, everybody. Congress, BJP and JDS. I worked with everybody. Government of India, I worked with everybody. They asked me, Chidambaram told me to go and join the SEBI board. I worked with them. I gone to Delhi. I worked with the Vajpayee government on policy, worked with the Manmohan Singh government on policy. I worked with the Narendra Modi policy. I work with everybody. Because for me, my country is important. I'm a patriot. I'm a nationalist. I love my country. Country is important. Now, whoever comes to Delhi is the legitimate ruler of this country in a democracy. So you have to work with them. You have to work with them. Next, I admire and respect good work irrespective who does it. Okay? I have stood by Siddaramaiah. You must see him at streets where he's not corrupt. He's not corrupt. Personally, he's a good man. One of the tallest leaders of Karnataka. He's come up from the bottom. He's very sensitive. He's been a very good finance minister, a decent chief minister. Now he's not been a good chief minister for Karnataka for whatever reason. But when I met him many times, and he told me in one election I had to sell my house in Mysore to contest the election. And his people surrounding him may be corrupt, and that is true. I know who are the people surrounding what they're doing is corrupt. But he personally has had a good reputation. And in the last, when the fag end of his career, you must respect the man for what he is. All right? So I respect him. I tweeted. When Manmohan Singh was attacked for being, subject of this corruption, I tweeted and said, Manmohan Singh integrity is beyond reproach. Yes, he's been a weak prime minister. He couldn't control his people for various reasons. There is an alternate source of power. But you've got to respect the man's integrity. You can't accuse him of being corrupt, paying this, and all the lousy names that they use for him. I stood up for him. Now, Narendra Modi, I like him, I stand by him because Narendra Modi, to my mind, is the most successful prime minister in India's history, not Nehru. Nehru destroyed India's economy. Okay. He did many good things, but destroyed it. The negatives are more than this. In Julius Caesar said, the good that men do is oft interned with the bones. The evil lives on. The evil that Nehru did, China policy, Kashmir policy, the non-alignment policy, and the policy of not having enough people in his party and putting his daughter into power, family politics, all that we're still suffering. Okay? Now, what has Modi done? What biggest challenge about India is the poverty and deprivation of the Indian people. All prime ministers in India's history have worked to try to do that. All of them have been sensitive. All. They tried to do that, but they've not been able to execute. Narendra Modi is the person who has made sure that almost all Indians have a roof over the head, water in the tap, power in the switch, a toilet in the house, food on the table, power in the switch, food on the table, education for children, a health insurance, a mobile phone, a internet connection, and a road to the house. So Modi has tried to make sure that great majority of Indians have the basic necessities of life, which is very important. Once Indians have the basic necessity of life, they're not fighting for survival, they will do many good things. Poverty has come down to single digits by any indications. Now, people may say the indications are lower, increase the indication. It may go from 5% to 15% is okay. But the largest number of people in industry, poverty has come down. You go to the north and all, poverty has come down, deprivation has come down. He has tackled that without corruption in Delhi. No prime minister has done it. So I would say he's the most successful prime minister. I could say the best prime minister, then say Nehru is this, Indira is this and all. Why get rid of the debate? Say successful prime minister. So I respect him. But I have fought against tax terrorism. I have written more articles on tax terrorism of this government than anybody else in the country. I have gone and complained to him about tax terrorism. Met him personally, complained to Singh. I have gone and complained to him about corruption in Bangalore. I've gone and told him, met him personally and told him, and he's heard me. I've met him since 1991. Not that I go meet him all the time.
Congress government or even the BJP
government in Karnataka. I've gone and met him and complained about the BJP government. When Mohan Bhagwat came to Bangalore, I went and complained to him about the corruption in the BJP government. I've done it. Now, why will I do that? I'm concerned about my country. I want a great country where every child can realize his or her dream. That's important to me. Irrespective of who rules the country, because they're all elected by people. We have to respect them. If any government does good work, I'm there. Okay. State government, any government. If they don't do, I will criticize. I will stand up. I've been threatened. I've been threatened. I will stand up to my best of ability. I can't live under threats. I'm an ordinary human being. I will stand up. I'll do it. And let me tell you, for the last 10 years, I have given checks to BJP, Congress and JDS for the elections. I have given checks.
Okay.
Once a very senior Congress leader, I don't want to give the name, he sent me a dirty mail. I know him for many years. He's from Karnataka. Mohan, you are a Bhakt. You are, bowing down. You must remember that because of Nehru, we got FOE and freedom of expression. We are grateful to Nehru. I wrote him and said, "Here, my dear chap, you are a family retainer. You are a bootlicker. You are a court jester. Don't call me a Bhakt. I'm nobody's Bhakt. I'm nobody's Bhakt. Don't call me a Bhakt. I'm not like you who's living off the crumbs of the high table and sucking up to people." And I said, look into your accounts. I'm one of the largest individual donors to your party. So I do it. Why? I believe all of us must contribute to political parties, irrespective of who you may like and dislike, all big major parties, so elections can be clean. We have to create a coalition of good people. If a large percentage of people are good politicians, society will be clean. Today, large section of population have become bad people. Because the corrupt contractors, corrupt people, corruption is increased, society is getting rotten. I went to a former Prime Minister of India, Devegowda ji. I went to him and said, Sir, why do you give seats to bad people in your party? Corrupt contract. Then he told me in Kannada, my dear chap, do you give me money to run the party? No. Every day you abuse me. Every day you criticize me. But you don't give money. I have to run my political party. Where is the money? They come and give money, donation to the party. I give them a seat. Now, we have to fund elections. I went to some of the billionaires in Bangalore, big tech czars, and told them, look, this is a problem. Why don't you give a check? They said, no, we can't give a check. Give it to all political parties, no. In some ratio, give it. But give it because we have to pay the price of democracy. Okay, give it. He said, no, it's very dirty. How can I do it? I said, man, you have to invest in, then stop cribbing. You've got to invest in democracy. How will they get money? I went to another billionaire, told him, no, it's very dirty. I don't want to do it. How can you deny? You are a democracy. You are well off. You have to give money by check. You don't have cash. You don't have black money. Give it by check. Let your name be there. It doesn't matter. If you don't want the name, do electoral trust and give them money. But give money for God's sake. All billionaires should give money to political parties. So 50, 60, 70% money that they get is clean money. Then the response will be better. And I said, we are not going to ask them to do anything to favor us because we don't do it. I have never gone and asked for any personal favor to any political leader or a favor for Infosys when I was in Infosys. I have said, change the rule for everybody. I worked with regulators. I worked to change the rule for everybody. No, nothing. I said, the government sometimes said in Delhi, when the UPA said, no, we'll change the rule for you, but not for this, and don't do it. We don't want that. Do it for everybody. Because the ecosystem should improve. Our country should improve. Right? Yeah. I mean, what are we doing all this work for? To make sure young people get a better life.
So, sir, do we see Mr. Mohandas Pai contesting an election or a Rajya Sabha entry into the Rajya Sabha?
Look, let me tell you one thing. To succeed in politics, you need 5 attributes. One, you need a hunger for power. Because politics is a lonely battle. 10, 15 years you have to struggle. I don't have a hunger for power. Second, you need to have a devious mind. Why devious? Because in politics, you must learn how to checkmate people. I don't have a devious mind. I may have a simplistic mind. I believe in the greater public good. I'm a hopeless romantic who wants good for people all the time, even at my cost of my own well-being. I've done that. I sold my assets to give money for Akshay Patra and others for the last 25 years. Okay? I'm criticized by many people who are close to me for that. Okay? I've not taken care of many people who I should take care of. And the third thing, you should be a good communicator. I'm a good communicator. Fourth, you must have perseverance. I'm perseverance. Next is you must love people. I'm an introvert. As a politician, people will come to your house. They'll come at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You got to talk to them. You got to give them tea, coffee, listen to them, knowing that you can't do much for them. But they want hope. So you must be able to go to people, campaign, meet them, listen to them. I don't have the patience or the ability to do that. I'm an introvert. Okay, I can think, work on policy, but I can't do that. So I don't have the attributes to become a political
So
leader.
out of
I
five-
will work with everybody, but I don't have the attributes. Okay, and I'm very real. Now, should I go to Rajya Sabha? I don't want to go to Rajya Sabha. I don't want it. People accuse me, oh, this fellow wants to go to Rajya Sabha. He's second. I don't want it, Baba. Nobody is seeking that. To me, the Rajya Sabha is not the end of my life. For me, the bigger thing is, can I make a positive impact on society doing many things? Can I work to create a next generation of leaders? BPAC, Kiran and I and Ranjan have been funding it for the last 10 years to create civic leaders. We have trained 350 civic leaders in the hope that we train 1,000 people. They will participate in municipal elections in the ward, will become MLAs. Now, all of them have joined various political parties. We're not told them, go join this party. Say, be good people, get engaged in civic activities, be responsive people, and join any political party. They're in Congress, they're in BJP, we're happy. We want good people. We are investing our own money, a lot of money for that for the last many years. What do I get? Nothing.
All right. Thank you so much for talking
you.
to us, sir. Thank you so much.